still carrying on the battle. And mine is not a true website because it would be static, like yours is static. See? Mine is vibrant. I'm still thinking. I'm still working on it.
I sometimes update my website. Actually, I sometimes make changes. For instance, when you pointed out the concern, the concern about the Occam's razor being kind of when it is misused to claim that God did it is the answer. I inserted on that page. I inserted a kind of warning saying that Occam's razor cannot be used to say that God did it is the most simple solution, because to claim the existence of God is to claim the existence of an unnecessary supernatural realm, and thus kind of add complexity and violate Occam's razor. So I basically added something in there saying that Occam's razor...
Anything is wrong, because what's wrong is destroying life on earth, and that's really just evil. And that's the reason I had all this stuff on here. People who are ignorant of the time cube actually should be killed. The only way people are going to change is words are not going to change them. You're going to have to either shoot at them or starve them. That's the only way they're going to change. Nice words and things are not going to make them change. You got to attack them. And that's what I'm doing. I'm still in attack mode, and I'm still thinking, and I'm still writing stuff, and I've gone by as far as I can go when I found out everything existing is of opposites. So that's as far as you can go with it. And but by the singularity, so I really don't know what you're going to do. I'm concerned about what you're going to do with it. Like Brett, now he promised me a good thing, but then it was all negative, and so but it's not what we want to do. Our website should be attacked on the erroneous math, erroneous science. We have to be attacking that. You can't build a static thing on that.
For instance, on Cubic AO, for instance, I have a page on there about -1 times -1 equals +1 is stupid and evil. I have a page that basically it's devoted to disproving the academian idea of -1 times -1 equals +1. It's basically attacking the academian math and disproving the academian math and exposing the kind of contradictions and illogicality in the academian maths. So I have that page on Cubic AO there.
Yeah. Well, that's what we have to do. We have to make it an attack page. We don't want something static on there so much. We have to the educated are actually on the negative side of ignorance. They'd be better off if they didn't go to school. If they knew nothing, then they could learn the cubicism. But right now on the negative side, we have to destroy what they've been taught before we can teach them the time cube. And so, but that's what that's what I want to do. Write the book, and I don't want and most of this stuff is in the pages that we'll put in there. All this stuff will be in the book. See, I want it all in a book, not in your hands or Brett's hands or the other guy's hands, and because I can't support any site that I don't have control over.
Right, okay.
Now, say, and like the cubic prophecies, what does that have to do with the time cube?
All right, well, that was just my email address, but I think the idea is that, you're kind of like, you're making predictions or prophecies about the future and about time cube.
Who made these prophecies?
Well,
all the ones can make prophecies of the time cube is me. Nobody else can do that. I'd say so, because, that was just my email address, but I think, basically what I was referring to was the fact that you were yourself, making these kinds of prophecies, about the time cube being applied to humanity in order to save humanity from self-destruction, that kind of thing. So I never claimed that I was making cubic prophecies. It was the fact that I had the phrase cubic prophecies in my email address basically refers to the fact that you were making cubic prophecies, Yeah. And so, but that's what I wanted to be sure what, and so we had to make sure there's nothing on there. It's negative. But see, I still can't. I can't sponsor any site that I don't have any control over.
Yeah.
Because like Brett or anybody, they put it like the millionaires on there. I mean, I had no control over them. They're all negative. But I see them like they all got the word time cube, like a golden egg, a beautiful flower. And what they say on there, no matter how, to me, I see it like fertilizer.
Yeah.
See, because it gives me 40 million. It has gone up to 89 million. It's all negative, but that's power. See, if you can find 40 million people who are against what you're saying, you know, that gives me great power. And so, I mean, I'm not interested in power. I want to get this thing known. I mean, but the reason I use my name and I put myself in there sometimes is I had to challenge them. I got to make them feel guilty. And that's the reason I got to say they ought to be killed. I'm not interested in killing anybody. But if they were ignorant of the time cube, they deserve to be killed. And so that's the reason that I can't take that off of there. And because they're not going to change by nice words. I've tried to be nice to them for many years. They ignore it. Why should they change? See? Because I'm nice to them. But then I say they're evil bastards and ought to be killed, then that's then I'm exposing them. And then they got to start thinking. And so, but I mean, I don't want this conversation to be a site explaining mine, and which by being a separate site, then it's dividing the power of mine. And so, but we need to clear up this cubic prophecies and see what's on there, and seeing that they fall in line with actually what's going on. I mean, I don't want a bunch of stuff in cubic prophecy. It's unrelated to the matter. Because that will weaken the whole thing. I don't want to print untruths in it. And it makes people think too much. But it's just like God is an adult Santa Claus, and like Christmas should be without Santa Claus there would be no Christmas, and because the parents actually giving the gifts to the kids, the parents should actually be getting credit for it. But see, they signed this Christmas like a Santa Claus, and it's a false spirit, and it's making them believe in false spirits, and that's reading the God. Brainwashed kids become brainwashed adults, and they accept this false spirit God. In fact, it's actually anti-children. Love of God is hate of children. And so, but that's what I'm concerned where this is going. And those pictures, the pages that we got, I don't mind the notes, but the other things I got printed out, we had to, because some of them are not true. I've advanced from one of those. So I used a lot of them as a stepping stone, and some of them I hadn't gotten rid of. And but anyhow, that's what things we're getting. But we need to get the stuff in the book, and that's what stuff. It's not. We got to get away from the websites, and put create the book. We got the data and the people out there. We just gotta finish. We gotta put all this in a book.